Many GMAT prep companies and tutors use catchphrases like an increase of 50 GMAT score guaranteed. How is this possible? In this video, learn to raise your GMAT score with well-known strategies among prep companies and tutors. Welcome to the secret map. Each stage includes one secret point. Let's go for it. Some of my students brag about their ability to solve difficult questions. I always tell them every GMAT test taker can solve every question. What I mean is, being able to solve GMAT problems is not something to boast about, even if it is a really difficult question. The GMAT is not about testing your ability to solve problems. It's about showcasing your reasoning or logic skill within constrained time. In business, time is a very valuable commodity, so it's your job to come up with clever solutions within restricted time. For example, can you solve the following easy question within 1 minute? Pause the video and solve the question in 1 minute. I've already demonstrated waterworks problems in a video. Check the YouTube card or description for the link. Pipes A and B pump water at different content rates. Pipe A can fill a certain tank in 6 hours. For the first 3 hours, only pipe A was used to fill the tank, and then for 2 more hours, so 2 pipes were used together to fill the same tank. How many hours would it have taken for pipe B to fill the same tank entirely alone? We are told that for the first 3 hours, only pipe A was used to fill the tank. Volume equals rate multiplied by time. With rate of 1 tank per 6 hours for 3 hours, the volume of the tank would be then 1/6 multiplied by 3, which is equal to half. It means for the first 3 hours, half of the tank would be full. And then we are told that both pipes were used together to fill the tank. How much volume is left? Half. Therefore, from the base equation of volume equals rate multiplied by time, we already have volume as half. We are given time of 2 hours for both pipes, but we do not know the rate of both pipes together. So the equation is 1/2 equal to the rate of AB together multiplied by 2 hours. Simplifying it, we have 1/4 equals the rate of AB together. We know that rates are additive, and that rate of A is 1/6. The rate of AB together is equal to 1/6 plus 1/x, where x is the time for pipe B to fill the tank alone. Since the equation is 1/4 equals 1/6 plus 1/x, we can simplify the equation and we get 1/x equals 1/12. X is equal to 12 and therefore E is the answer. But the GMAT is full of hidden hints that you can solve with reasoning. Learn to scan answer choices while reading or solving questions. Notice that our answer choice in this question has fractions for A to D, and only E has the whole number. Even if you do not calculate it fully, if you notice that the answer will not be a fraction, you can choose E right away at some point of the problem solving. This 400 level question is, of course, easy. However, spend a maximum of 20 seconds to read the question and figure out what it asks, and 40 seconds to solve it. Solving every easy question within 1 minute is not an easy task. So my point is this: don't be overconfident if you are able to solve a GMAT question. Be confident only when you are able to answer correctly within 2 minutes, regardless of difficulty level. Be confident only when you are able to solve 100% for easy questions within 1 minute. In the GMAT, anyone can solve a 700 level question if you are given more than 10 minutes. So getting answer is not the point of the GMAT. Answer within 2 minutes. Secondly, always refer back to answer choices. Many times you don't need full calculations. For example, even if a question asks you to multiply big numbers, often unit digits in answer choices are different for each choice. In this case, you can just multiply unit digit numbers to get answers instead of going through full multiplication. So always check the answer choice before going through problem solving steps. Creatively find a way to reduce your time. That is the essence of the GMAT. Great, now you cleared the first stage. Let us move on to the second secret point. Are you ready? What happens if you run out of time in the GMAT? Surprisingly, the GMAT penalizes you more heavily for incomplete questions. So the GMAT will give you credit for attempting questions rather than leaving them unanswered. Because the penalty is not the same, don't ever leave questions unanswered. This part is where many GMAT prep companies or tutors guarantee you GMAT score increase of 20 or 40 or 50 by letting you the heavy penalty of unanswered GMAT questions. The penalty is severe, especially for consecutive wrong answers and higher score levels. So what is your strategy here? Learn to guess smartly. Many students spend too much time on first half of each section and they eventually run out of time in the second half. If I were you, I would make choice to skip questions. Don't be forced to skip questions, but plan and choose to skip questions. The GMAT score is much higher for those who get questions wrong here and there than for those who get questions wrong in a row. If your weak area is critical reasoning, get long patches of critical reasoning whenever you see them. That way, you can spend more time on other verbal questions and raise your score. Also, take an educated guess at fully underlined sentence correction questions because all answer choices are long and it takes some time to answer them. For quantitative reasoning, guess your weak areas. For example, if your weak area is counting, like permutations or combinations, just take a guess at those questions and spend more time on other problems. Allow yourself about 4 guesses for each quant and verbal section. Also, if it takes too long to solve a particular question, guess the answer right away without hesitation. Many times I've seen my students absorb in a question for more than 5 minutes and they get frustrated or lose track of time. That's bad. If it takes more than 3 minutes, just take an educated guess and move on. Better yet, if you already spent about 1.5 minutes for a problem and are aware that it might take another 1.5 minutes to solve it, just take a guess and move on. Unless you are anywhere near the answer, make a decision then. I know it hurts to let go of a question that you spent some time, but trust me, the GMAT is scored based on your overall performance, not just one question. This is especially true if you run into a problem that makes you hit a mental block. You become panic. Just take a guess and skip. Don't panic anymore. Your pace is more important. Finally, eliminating answer choices will increase the probability of getting right answer when guessing. In verbal, eliminate answer choices that seem absolute, like all, much, none, every, and so on. In quant, eliminate extreme numbers that seem to be out of place among answer choices. That way, you can eliminate 1 or 2 answer choices. Process of elimination is a good guessing strategy. For quant, there are some tips for process of elimination. If the answer choices are fractions or percentages, usually the ones that complement each other as 1 or 100% are possible answers. For example, if you see 2 answer choices with 2/5 and 3/5 as the only pair that adds up to 1, then one of those 2 could be the answer. Also, if you see both 1 and -1 in answer choices, one of them could be the answer. But these are for references. Make sure to answer with confidence where possible. In sum, manage your guessing strategy and time. Finishing your test with all questions answered can surely increase your GMAT score by 20 minimum, guaranteed. Good job, you cleared the second stage. Now let us move on to our third point. To practice fully with guessing and managing time, it's important to take practice exams. Invest your money in practice exams from the GMAC website. They cost you about $50 for 2 sets of exams, and you can practice twice per exam. So for $50, you can try 4 full-length practice tests. When you take a practice exam, check time like the following. For quant, there are 31 questions to be done in 62 minutes. Rather than checking time for every question, take a look at the timer for every 10th question. For example, check the timer after the 10th question or at the beginning of the 11th question. If you are within the range of 40 minutes, you are in good shape. After the 20th question or at the beginning of the 21st question, if you are within 20 minutes, you are in good shape. So check your time twice in quantitative reasoning. That way, you can avoid wasting your time and energy checking time. For verbal, you have 65 minutes for 36 questions. However, I don't recommend checking time often for verbal section because it can make you panic. You need full attention while reading passages in critical reasoning or reading comprehension. Knowing that you are running out of time doesn't help you much in verbal. So just check after question number 18 if you have about 30 minutes left. That way, you can evenly pace your verbal section. So check time twice for quant and check once for verbal. Congratulations, you cleared the secret map. In sum, remember following points. Don't be too proud of being able to solve a problem. Be confident only when you're able to solve questions within 2 minutes, at most 3 minutes, even for a 700 level question. Practice to take a look at answer choices before and while solving problems. Many times you don't need full calculations in quant. Don't ever run out of time with unanswered questions. Take an educated guess here and there so that you don't get questions wrong in a row. Allow yourself 4 guesses per section. Plan and choose to guess. Take practice exams for full-length test practice and time management. Pacing your GMAT is very important. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and good luck with smart studying.